radio station. We are a part of your life.
This is 93.7 Citizen FM, Abuja.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Citizen FM News at noon. I'm Lawrence Umoite. All is now set for the inauguration of President-elect Asiwaju Bola Tinubu on Monday as the Supreme Court on Friday dismissed the suit by the People's Democratic Party seeking the disqualification of the ticket approved.
The Supreme Court, we can't, like I told them in court, we can't appeal to God. We will stop here. We are bound by their judgment.
After the last couple of days, we all would have seen what has been in the media, including some blackmail of the judges. And the Supreme Court has condemned that very strongly.
In an apparent bid to temper expectations, the Vice President-elect Kashim Shettima says the administration of his principal, Bola Tinubu, may not be off to a rosy start. Both Tinubu and Shettima are expected to be sworn in on Monday, signaling the end of the administration of the outgoing president, Muhammad Buhari, after the completion of 2 4-year terms.
Is welcome. Inshallah, we are calling on all of you to pray for us, for Allah's guidance, for wisdom, and for protection. I want to reassure you that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu will hit the ground running from day one.
The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, has called on Nigerians to cooperate with the soon-to-be inaugurated leaders to enable them to transform the country for good. While delivering his address during the 2023 presidential inauguration public lecture, Mustafa noted that elections had come and gone and that a new set of leaders had been democratically elected.
Nigeria is the only country we have, and that we must work together to develop it into our desired nation.
Meanwhile, President Muhammad Buhari has received copies of his asset declaration form at the State House, Abuja. President Buhari received the forms from a delegation of the Code of Conduct Bureau led by the chairman, Professor Isa Mohammed, who arrived at the Aso Rock Villa on Friday afternoon. This complies with the provision of the 1999 Constitution, which mandates all public officers to declare their assets and liabilities on assumption of office.
Thank you very much, Imam. All I do now is to get my bank manager from Kaduna to use the latest bank account so that to show what has gone in society. It's up to the system to follow up to make sure from vice president downwards, everybody that is going has filled out his form as he did or she did when they came in.
The Minister of Education has procured 18 ambulances to Unity colleges across the 6th geopolitical zone in the country, presenting the ambulances to representatives of the schools at the Federal Government Boys College, Apo. The Minister of State for Education, Goodluck Nana Opia, reiterated that the significance is that the ministry do not want students to only do well, but also ensure that they remain in good health in order to have sound minds for the pursuit of learning.
The significance of this is that federal Ministry of Education not only wants our children to be well educated, but also to ensure that they remain of good health in order to have sound minds for the pursuit of learning. I also want to note the fact that it gets to families with means of human capital development, like education and health. The ministry intends to make sure that every unity school have an happiness and thoroughly another set of peer analysis from the 2023 evaluation.
The Director of Senior Secondary Education in the Ministry, Abuja Binta Abdulkadir, however, called for the judicious use and adequate safeguard of the ambulances.
The promise the Permanent Secretary made is fulfilled today. Of an incident that happened last year in Kabul, when a child was said to have died before he was taken to the hospital. But the Permanent Secretary came on board, he found that issue, and really he said, okay, every school, all the 110 schools, must be provided with ambulances.
And for some foreign stories now, both sides in Sudan's conflict could be carrying out war crimes on medical facilities and staff. Hospitals have been hit by airstrikes and artillery fire while patients were still in the building, and doctors have also been singled out for attacks, all of which are potential war crimes. Only a handful of the 88 hospitals in the capital, Khartoum, remain open after weeks of fighting, according to Sudan's doctor union. And in sports, Nigeria's under-20 boys, Flying Eagles, will work hard to sustain its winning mentality by taking the fight to Brazil in Saturday's final match of Group D at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup Finals in Argentina. Head coach Ladan Bosso on Friday expressed confidence that his words can turn at the table against the one team that has remained the Achilles heel of the 7-time African champions at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. And that's the Citizen FM News at noon. I am Lawrence Umoiti.
Citizen FM.
Let's talk about it on our favorite radio station.
We're more than just a radio station. We are a part of your life.
The issues. Everybody respected that because it was coming from the president.
Purely behind it, the way the people took the battle in their hands.
Some civil servant retired without a roof over his head.
The cause.
If we cannot trust you, then you cannot take the ticket of the